Welcome to Joy Blower's BLOFEST 2013. I came to Blackpool 20 years ago. I was working in Rill at the time, and it's everybody's ambition in entertainment to want to work in Blackpool, want to get your face on a tram, want to have a big poster outside, and I got offered the chance to come to North Pier for a 6 weeks winter season. And the 6 weeks went really well. They asked me to stay on the next summer. Stayed on, and the rest is kind of history now. 20 years later, we're still here doing the same stuff, and still the best job I've ever had in my life. As a first experience of Blackpool, I came as a child, and it was always great. Some great memories as a child. Great memories of coming with my mates at weekends, doing what everyone that comes to see me now does, really. And Blackpool at the time was the Las Vegas of Great Britain, and was the entertainment capital of Great Britain. There was nowhere better. Forget London, forget all the regionals. Blackpool was where it's at, and it still is. I have so many stories over the Merry England Bar over the years, some suitable for telling people about, some that will have to stay firmly locked away in my personal Merry England memory bank, I'm afraid. There's just too many. The time that a girl did a handstand on the stage and thought the curtain was a wall and fell down and brought the curtain with her. The very first haircut we ever did, some of the ones, there's just so many. I could go on, I could fill another DVD with just memories. I think some of the saddest times are when we lose people who become friends. The thing about the Merry England Bar is it's an event for people. They come sometimes the same week every year, sometimes with the same friends, sometimes with new friends. And when we lose friends, that's the saddest point, because a group is one less person down, and it's always the big miss for them and for me. And I've attended several funerals of people who've just been customers who've now become friends, and I've become friends with their friends as well, which is probably the saddest bit when you lose somebody. The head shaving started off as a joke. there was a guy in who had a comb over, probably the worst comb over I've ever seen. At the time, I had a pair of barber's clippers in the boot of my car, and I looked at it, and just off the cuff, like a lot of the stuff is, I went, I'm going to shave your hair off. And he went, yeah, you can do. He said, but I was going to do it for charity. I said, we'll do it for charity. And we shaved his hair off, and I think we raised 400 quid that day. And I thought, this has got great potential to become a fantastic part of a Merry England Bar weekend. And the record shows in the last 10 years we've raised over £135,000 for cancer research and kids with cancer and several other charities. It's a big part of it, and we've done men, women. I've done it, Ricky Atten's done it, half the staff have done it, women have done it, women who knew they had cancer have done it, women who've had cancer and been cured have done it. It's just a really touching part, and everyone that does it and everyone in the room knows someone who's been affected by that disease. So for the foreseeable future, we'll stick with cancer research and kids with cancer. But if ever anybody comes to us with a one-off thing, we'll do it for that as well.
Just asking everybody to do a big in-pin array for Joey for everything he does for charity. It doesn't matter what we do for charity, it's what Joey does. So can we do the 3, 2, in-pin? In-pin! In-pin!
You're a top lad, you're a great lad, you're really... You know what, he's a great lad, but you know what, you're all great people. To come here when you had frost on your car windscreens this morning and still get your legs down to Blackpool to celebrate 20 years of Blower in Blackpool, 50 years old, 35 years in show business. And I know you haven't just come here to see the fucking Bay City Rollers. I'm not fucking stupid.
My mum used to be my biggest champion, really. She'd come to the bar quite often. She'd visit in Blackpool, and it's nice to have the support of your family, but she was unquenching in her support of me. She was probably the proudest. Everyone thinks that the mother's proud, but she was the proudest mother. When I went on stage, and if I send her a picture of me outside on a poster or on a tram, and she'd sit there and she'd say to people, "That's my son," and people would look at her like she was daft, because they didn't realise that I suppose they didn't believe that she was. They just thought she was some daft old woman that came in there and was drunk and just proud. But when you lose a parent, it's a really tough thing. But I feel as though she's always with me, and it was from her that I got my on-stage confidence and the desire to succeed and make people laugh, because that's what she did. Sometimes for me to quantify what happens in the Merry England Bar is easy, because it happens there and it's live and we laugh about it, and then I come home and do what I do, and people go out where they go out. And it's occasionally that I'll speak to someone, or I'll get a message from someone, or they'll come back another year and it's had a profound effect on their life, normally in a positive way. And it's only since the invent of social media that I've kind of realised how much an influence that coming to the Merry England Bar can have on somebody's life. How people plan for it for weeks and weeks, and how they book special things, and the t-shirts that people get done with Joey Blower messages on, and the masks that they wear, and presents that people bring, and little just knickknacks and gifts. It's really touching that people have taken me into their lives so much, and it's an honour to be part of their life. The effort that they make to in their own way say thank you to me doesn't compare in the way that I feel about what I can give back to them, because I can only give them a 3-hour break from their normal life, and it's a privilege to be involved in their lives outside of that, with their planning a trip, with their experience of Blackpool and their return visit, and the fact that we've had people in there who've met their current partners, people who've met friends from years ago, and people who just meet up regular. It's a real honour to be involved in people's lives like that.